city sleeps beneath me, and I cannot find a lever that shuts off what runs under. Runs so deep it runs forever. I've walked through rooms of consequence and never showed a fissure, but the rooms inside my skull don't have a landlord or a scissor. 3 in the morning is the hour when the curators arrive, dragging everything I've done to keep the empire alive. They don't knock, they never knock, they have the original key. Cut from every choice I made before the choice made me. I see Ronaldo in the corner where the wardrobe meets the wall. The way he looked before the window, that specific fall. I gave an order and the order had a longitude to it, stretching past the moment and to everything and through it. The hell is not below the ground. It's not the fire, not down. It's the corridor inside the chest, where every face you failed is found. The hell is not a destination, not a cartographic place. It's the room behind your waking, with the unrelenting face. The tenant below never pays, never leaves, never frays, just sits in the foundation, setting everything ablaze. I built confessionals, a whiskey temporary outpost, where the volume of the memory would soften at the half close. Worked for an hour, maybe 2, then the architecture shifted and the faces came back sharper than before. I tried to drift at the doctors, just call it by the names, the clinical appellation. I call it the invoice for a life of hard negotiations. Every man I ever pressed, every silence I commanded, comes back in the dark as something raw and reprimanded. Not guilt exactly, something older, more like sediment of knowing, the residue of actions that keep quietly accruing, piling in the basement where I never go on purpose, till the weight of it disturbs the equilibrium of surface. The hell is not below the ground. It's not the fire, not the hound. It's the corridor inside the chest, where every face you failed is found. The hell is not a destination, not a cartographic place. It's the room behind your waking, and with the unrelenting face. The tenant below never pays, never leaves, never frays, just sits in the foundation, setting everything ablaze. Strangest part is that I do it all again come morning. That's the part that keeps the tenant fed without a warning. Not remorse exactly, more the vertigo of doubling. The man who acts and then observes the acting, always troubling. I am 2 men sharing one meridian of bone, one who builds the kingdom and one who pays the loan, one who walks the daylight with his chin above the waterline, one who drowns in everything below the city spine. My father never spoke of this, he wore a silence like a visor, kept the inner weather hidden, thought that made him wiser. Died with it all sealed inside him like a pressurized container, and I watched him lower something heavier than just a man into the chamber. I've tried the liturgy, emotion always moving, never pausing, filling every quiet hour with the purpose or a clause. But stillness finds me anyway, it has a patient cartography, mapping every room I hide in with a quiet kind of mastery. So I've learned to sit beside the tenant in the dark, not to make him comfortable, just to study every mark. He's not my punishment, he's my most precise record, the only honest archivist inside this whole disorder. 3 in the morning, city breathing down below, me and the tenant and the only light I know. He shows me everything I built this on, every fracture, every face, every door I should have gone through differently, but didn't. And the night just carries on, just carries on.